Hey guys. So I just read an article that he was arrested on a violation of probation this morning in the courtroom. BB fan though just said that he was bonded out. Let me see. Let's share this article. It shows here that his court date is February 6th at 1 p.m. I don't know him to have a bond. Usually, you don't give a bond on a probation violation. Well, let me see. Hey, good morning, everybody. Yeah, today on his court, which is kind of shitty though, to be honest, that they took a bond or they gave him a bond for his DUI and then let him bond out just to be arrested this morning again. Says he was placed under arrest for the alleged violation of probation. So I guess he really hasn't been working because it says the judge asked Wells when his last day of work was, to which Wells replied that he has been working on his house and things for welfare to get the boys back. He included that he and Summer's mother, Candace Bly, launched a YouTube channel in the hopes of finding Summer. This doesn't mention him being bonded out, but they shouldn't have gave him a bond to begin with. If he had a probation violation, usually that is instantly puts him on hold, and you can't even be bonded out. He's lucky he was bonded out for like a day because, but is it true that he was already released again? Yeah, that's right. Exactly, Mountain Mama. Usually for a violation of probation, there is not a bond. But let's check out Mobile Patrol and see. I can't stay too long because I have to get ready for an appointment at 1 and then I have an appointment at 3:30. But I will be back tonight because I have some interesting things to show you guys, I think. Let's look at, well, it says he was intaked. Well, it does look like he was intaked and then released immediately after. What the heck? It looks like here, I'll show you guys exactly what I'm looking at. But this is crazy. How did he get out? They don't give a bond for, this says nothing but a bond. I was excited because I thought he was going to be held till February 6th. What the, you guys, that is crazy. You don't get bonded out for probation violations. I mean, he was just arrested today. He might have had a bond hearing. He might have been able to get a bond hearing, but not like the same day that he was arrested for a violation of probation. It doesn't even mention anything here about a freaking bond. That's insane. Hold on, I'm going to show you guys what I'm looking at. I have to send it from my phone to the computer. Email it to myself. He was released. That's insane. How did this even happen? Right here. Intake 11/1, 9:37 a.m., exactly like the article states. Release date 10:14 a.m. Like 30 minutes afterwards, 35 minutes afterwards, he's released. How does that even happen? Exactly, Rebecca. He got arrested Saturday night, which, by the way, side note, if he had a hold on probation, because that's what I was wondering. Like, he's supposed, anyways, I was wondering if there would be some kind of hold, but he shouldn't have even been bonded out. That's kind of that's kind of shitty that they took his 500 and whatever dollars to bond out, but then arrested him again today just to release him. Rebecca says he got arrested Saturday night, bonded out Sunday morning, then arrested this morning. I don't see how that could have already even could be out already. Even if they do let him go, how could it happen so fast? Probation violations, you are held. It doesn't even say anything about a bonding out. But it does on VineLink. Let me see. VineLink states this is different. This is called the Mobile Patrol app. VineLink. Dude, I was like, wow, this is going to be a good thing, because if he's in jail, which I will show you guys later, because I have a conversation between somebody who befriended Grandis. I have a bunch of screenshots to show you guys later. I can't do it now, but I will tonight. I think that's what we'll go ahead and plan for tonight. I got them all edited, like names and stuff out. And it's a conversation between, well, over a couple months conversation, or about a month conversation. And Grandis wants Dawn arrested. And I was thinking, well, maybe Candace will talk if Dawn is in jail. Well, hold on, guys. I have to. Yeah, shows he bonded out. Would love to know the bond amount. According to VineLink, he was booked in at 9:37 and bonded out at 10:44, according to VineLink. But I think VineLink's a little bit behind. I think this app, Mobile Patrol, is more accurate as far as like times. I'll show you that too once I get this sent to my. So yeah, like, why is he getting? It doesn't happen like that with probation violations at all. Especially since his original charge did have alcohol involved. I mean, it wasn't an alcohol charge per se, but alcohol was involved. $56 male, white, Donald Wesley Wells. He was book date November 1st, 9:37. He bonded out, it says. Chin is, what I said about this time, their times on this site is not usually very accurate, I don't think. Yeah, I guess he was on probation. I guess he must still be on probation from that charge from last year, which is very confusing because I can't find anything on that as far as backgrounds and stuff. Yep. So, exactly. Arrested, what, Sunday early morning, Saturday late night. So basically yesterday, as it just turned, Sunday, he bonded out. 7 hours later, he was out. He goes to court this morning. They arrest him in court only to release him 30 minutes later. His PR guy is, what did that say? Joseph Broadwater, Timothy's friend, redhead. Joseph, isn't that the preacher guy from the one other church? Anna Banana. Yeah, sure, Taylor. Showing mercy on a man whose child is missing, who more than likely knows something. If they are doing that, it's bullshit. The laws are the laws. Oh, God. Freaking ridiculous, guys. I don't know his probation officer, and I'm sure these people get lots of calls, but I was just thinking that it would be good for Candace because for them to be separated. Let's say Candace knows, is responsible, and I don't know. I just thought it would be good for them to be separated. I thought, the long court date just till, February 6th at 1 p.m. to await his blood results, it says. I thought, well, oh, good. They're trying to hold him. Yeah, they do make each other worse. Yep, he's paying child support for the 3 boys, is what this article says. Says Summer Wells' father arrested in court Monday on violation of probation charges. The father of a missing 5-year-old Summer Wells appeared at an arraignment hearing Monday morning following his DUI arrest over the weekend. The 9 a.m. appearance in Judge Todd Boyd's courtroom led to Donald Wells' arrest for violation of probation. Wells was walked out of the courtroom by Hawkins County Sheriff Lonnie Lawson. Wells was in the hearing to address charges received on Saturday, October 29th for driving under the influence, amongst other things. Around 9:20 a.m., Sheriff Lawson entered the courtroom. Another officer placed Wells under arrest for the alleged violation of probation. By the way, they don't give bonds this was not a hearing for a bond on probation, for violation of probation. Why was he released on a bond? Following his arrest, Wells approached the podium. Wells mentioned in court that he was unsure how he could keep up the court expenses along with maintaining child support for his sons. He followed This statement is said that the blood work from Saturday's night arrest would tell all, and added that he could represent himself. Would tell all. Well, we know he was drinking. We saw him on camera freaking, downing straight from the bottle. I mean, he had to have been above legal limit. The judge asked Wells when his last day of work was, to which Wells replied saying he had been working on his house and things for welfare to get the boys back. He included that he and Summer's mother, Candace Bly, launched a YouTube channel in hopes of finding Summer. Do you guys find that interesting to the question about work, that he mentions that he launched a YouTube channel in hopes of finding Summer? Is this some way to make money? Which is fine, but I'm just curious. Wells added that he was going through a lot of things and a lot of heartache and would plead mercy from the court. Boyd appointed Wells a public defender and reset the hearing to February 6th at 1 p.m. to await Wells' blood results from his DUI arrest Saturday. He faces the following charges for Saturday night's incident: expired vehicle registration, open container, financial responsibility law, and driving on roadways laned for traffic. So he was released. There's no mention of a bond in this article. Nothing. Don't you think if he was giving up bond for the probation violation, that they would have said so in this article? How is he released 30 minutes after he goes back to get for intake? You would think the blood work would be back now. Don't you know, like, immediately what would be interesting if they tested for other substances? No, not there, but these are the additional charges. At the beginning, it mentions the DUI. Following his DUI arrest over the weekend. These charges down here, they just don't mention the DUI, which they probably should have, because it should say he faces the following additional charges for Saturday night's incident, but it's just, I guess, bad wording. But yeah, I just don't get it. Why is there no bond listed here? If there was a bond, it would have been listed. How was he released? I would love to hear, like, the explanation on this and how he tries to, I don't know. I mean, good for him. I'm sure he's happy he got out. But that's not how probation violations work. There's always a hold for probation violations. I'm surprised he even got out yesterday. He should have been held till court today. It would have saved whoever $500 and some. That's usually, those holds come back, like, they, see that you're on probation, and always they violate you if you get arrested while on probation. That's part of the conditions of every probation or parole, is you cannot get arrested. If your child's in DCF custody, you do not pay child support. That's done through the courts, and he hasn't been to court for that. He's bullshitting. He was arrested twice. Sarah Holt. He was arrested again this morning when he went to court for his DUI that he had over the weekend. He bonded out early morning yesterday, goes to court this morning. They arrested him because he was already on probation for another incident. I guess the one from last year. Confusing, because nobody can find any of these charges on his background, but whatever. So he was on probation, come to find out, which I thought I did see somebody state he was on probation, supposed to be for like right under a year. Well, the incident has been a little over a year now because it was mid-October last year. So he should have been off probation, but I'm guessing he's probably violated, and that's why he's still on probation. But anyways, that's just assumptions. But I will say, yes, he was arrested again this morning for violation of probation, which in this article mentions nothing about a bond. They usually make you at least sit for a few days before they'll have a bond hearing on violations of probation. It never happens like this, guys. I'm telling you. I promise you, this is not normal. I promise you, it's not normal to get arrested on a violation of probation and be released the same day. Robert Johnson. He's back at it today. Hey, Mary. Yeah, join her cooking channel, guys. You know, I don't know. I'm just saying, if anybody understands how... No, it's not normal. Thank you. If anybody has ever been violated on probation or seen somebody go through probation and violate, it does not work like this. I don't care where you're at. I understand there's different ways of doing things in different states, but you don't violate in the same day, get out. Usually for something like it's usually for your first violation, you'll do like 3 days, and then it's like 15 days, and then it's like 30 days for his charge, because I think he's on probation for a misdemeanor. I'm assuming it could be a low grade felony. I don't know, but they usually make you at least have to do a few days. And this article makes it seem he was supposed to go to court February 6th. And I was like, awesome. Awesome, because now Candace and Don will be separated, and now somebody will start talking. Because you don't get bonds with a probation violation. Not the same day like this. This is not how it works. It makes zero sense. Right, backyard. Nobody has forgotten summer at all. Right, exactly, Monica. Nobody has forgotten summer at all. That's our main focus, is figuring out where summer is. It's just a topic of conversation. It happens to be Dawn Wells' antics. She does need to come home. Not to this home, but she needs to come home. And it was going to be helpful that they were separated, Candace and Dawn. I don't know. My ex was on probation and arrested for driving under suspension and simple possession, and he was let out. Back then, we were told it wasn't caught until Monday that it was a probation violation. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's possible. I suppose maybe it didn't. Occasionally, there'll be these hiccups where somebody is given a bond for a new charge when they're on probation and they're released and it's not caught that there's a hold. And then they're arrested like when they go to court the next time. So yeah, that happens, but he violated, and they don't let you out the same day like this. It doesn't even make sense. What this would say on the article that he had a bond. Why doesn't it say that? Why doesn't it say that he was arrested and escorted, of course, by Ronnie Lawson of all people? Is there no freaking other cops in this town? Why is Ronnie Lawson in every single article about, I know he's the sheriff, but why is he doing these? Why did he go to the courtroom to arrest him? Well, it says another officer placed Wells under arrest. So why was Sheriff Ronnie? I don't get this. But okay, maybe because it's a missing child, or maybe that's why he's there, just trying to find the deets, I guess. But still, all it mentions in here is he was arrested and put in custody. And reset the hearing for February 6th. Sorry, I take notes. I just want explanation for this. Green Apple is trying to get my attention. Don's neighbor. Okay. I'm scrolling. I am his neighbor. Okay. Sorry that I miss your guys' messages. When I'm on rants, I can't look at the messages because it will distract me. I hope that, of course, it won't go back any further. So I missed your messages. They're going to drop the violation of probation charge. So is that why he was released today? Because they dropped it? Maybe they don't, you guys, maybe they don't believe he did this. Maybe they are having mercy on him because maybe they know something we don't know. You think? Or maybe having him out suits them better than having him in jail. Green Apple, I am looking for any other messages you write. Typing again. Okay. But I saw your one up here about they're dropping the violation of probation, which that would make, I guess that would make sense. Why he was released then. Maybe they are having some kind of mercy on him. Maybe, like I said, it makes sense. Like this has been many people's theory that having him out helps them much more than him being locked up. Two more important messages. Yeah, it wouldn't let me scroll back any further than that last one. But I am paying attention so I don't. There's got to be some kind of explanation. And I guess I understand if there's, it maybe, yeah, I guess they probably did drop the violation. I mean, that would make sense. And I guess they want him out. They never charged him with the DUI. They're waiting on blood work. I mean, I'm watching for Green Apple because I don't want to. He was almost done with his probation. He's supposed to have it completed by court date. Okay. Which all he has is a little bit of funds on the charges and I think community service. If he was to get that done before court, they will dismiss charges. The violation. Oh, so if he gets it done before February 6th, they will drop like the violation. I mean, I hope they don't drop a DUI, but I mean, you're saying that they'll drop the, that you're saying that he has to complete certain things by February 6th. And if he does, they will drop the violation. The reason is why he wasn't already off probation is because he was under so much distress and not able to, probably because the DUI is sticking. Okay. See, this makes sense. They probably did extend his probation for him or extend the time to get stuff done because of everything that's going on in his life. That makes sense. Community services with the church. See, that's what I heard too. And thank you, Green Apple, for explaining things. It does make sense. He said if it's a first or second violation, he would have bond, but he still has to go to court by the 6th of February. Yeah, I mean, they are, Colette. I mean, being easier on some things because of, no room in the jails, probably because of COVID, I would guess. They had the opportunity to keep him in jail and violate his probation. They violated it because it was, they have to. But it sounds like they, I don't know. I guess they might have dropped it. But obviously, this should tell us something. It should tell us something because they could have kept him. They could have used this charge of a DUI to keep him in jail. I mean, you have to give him a bond, but since he was already on probation, they could have held him, and they didn't. So that shows me something. Either it shows us that everybody gets. You're very welcome. We don't really talk much, but I was completely upset over this because normally everyone gets 1129 for what's that mean? 1129 for violation of probation. What's 1129 mean? Thank you, Holly Murray. Sorry. I was like Holly Murray. The link to our members only Discord is in community service tab. Or community. Oh my God, did I just say community service? My mind is so I'm like so wow. Community tab. Under the community tab is the link for members only. Discord link that only members can see. If for some reason you become a member and the link is not working, email me because it changes every week. Just so that's just what it's set to do. I know we're silly. Thank you so much, Holly. So yeah, so I was just, processing everything out loud and thinking about this. They could have kept him in jail, but they didn't. What is that telling us? What do you guys think? Because they could have, 11 months, 29 days. It's what Lori Hodge says. What means by 1129? 11 months, 29 days, as Green Apple says. No, I'm not an expert at all. Who was saying, sure, Jan says, Ziggy just hops on here to ramble and act like an expert when she knows nothing. I'm not an expert or trying to act like one, but I do know how violations of probation work. But no, I'm in no way an expert and don't think so. I'm processing this information with you guys and trying to figure it out. And figure out why this happened. And I just feel like this should tell us something. I don't know what exactly yet, but I'm trying to process with you guys because they had the opportunity to hold him on a violation for at least a little bit. Tell his next court they didn't have to give him bond. They didn't have to OR him. They could have held him. But for some reason they don't want him in there. Is it benefiting them in some way, keeping them out? I think so. Or could it be they know what's happened, or they know they're onto something, and they know what happened this summer, and maybe they know Don Wells wasn't involved. Maybe they are having mercy on him. I don't know. Is that crazy to think? I don't know. Maybe it was. I think it's more it sounds more possible with the first thing, that it benefits them more to have him out. That just sounds more plausible. What do you guys think? Did you get a bond? Tessa Bear. Like when I violated my probation, when I got a DUI in my 20s, she says 99% of the time you get a bond on violations. I always had a bond when I had VOP in my younger years. See, like I didn't. They held me at least for a few days, and then I would get a bond or OR'd. Usually OR'd if it was just your first one, but you would be held for a few days. You sound crazy to me, Ziggy. Why, Debbie D? Then they wouldn't have arrested him in the first place. They have to if it's a violation. You can't just violate. If people know he's on probation and they don't violate him, they're going to be like, what the heck? They have to. Oh my God. Kim Yorter says, Ziggy, go feed your kitty. She's hungry and wants out. Stop ignoring that cry. So sad. First of all, my kitty is a Bengal, and they're a little bit different than your everyday cat. They're a little bit more mouthy, and they just do that. Wow. Prayer Garden says, cannot treat two cases different. And if others are getting out due to COVID, then they have to let him out also. Oh my gosh. Prayer Garden, why does it feel like you always make excuses for Dawn? I'm sorry. Like, I'm just saying. No, you do not have to be convicted before getting a violation of probation. That is very wrong. That is absolutely wrong. No. They don't do that. Violations of probation, they don't say, oh, well, let's wait and see. No, that's not how it goes. It doesn't even matter if you're not convicted yet. All you have to do is be charged and you get in trouble. And a lot of times it's not fair because sometimes you may have not actually did the crime, but you still get violated. It doesn't matter. It's not like, oh, we'll wait and see if you get convicted. That's not how it goes. What is Prayer Garden saying now? Are you responding to? Yeah, there is a lot of trolls in here right now. It's okay though. I think it's funny. Like I honestly like the little banter back and forth. It doesn't. Yes, exactly. Jenna says any involvement with police you violate. They don't wait and say, "Oh, we're just going to see if they're convicted of the crime." No, because by the time you're convicted, you might be off probation. A lot of times to be convicted of a crime it takes a year or two. Think he has connections? Prayer Garden, did you bail Dawn out? Just tell us the truth. No, there was a lady in here. That's not how the law works. It's not a law that you have to release somebody because that's not a law. That's just. Hey, Josh. Law enforcement is probably closely monitoring YouTube and getting info out of all his slip-ups. That's probably correct. Who bailed him out the other day? Well, there was a lady in here that goes by Diana Warren, and people are saying that she's also Squall, but I don't know if that's true. But she claims to be Dawn's cousin, and she says that she bailed him out. I don't know if that's true, but I really doubt that Dawn's going to answer the phone. I'll text him. Just asked him if you want to come on panel. I guess I could send him a link just in case. I really doubt it. It's usually he usually comes on when it's like when he's got the evening time when he's got a few drinks in him and relaxing. So I doubt he would come on, but I'll send him the link. And plus, he just got out of court and stuff, so I would think that he might not even be home. Let me see if that weak link works. Okay, it does work. Okay, well, I sent him a link, but I really, really, really doubt he might join tonight because it might upset him a little bit tonight. Not on my end, just by the information that comes out. There's a conversation I have between Grandma and a friend. A friend she made. They stopped talking in September, but I have screenshots of the conversation, and she does not speak highly of Dawn. So he might, get mad and want to come on tonight. Did she really leave him? Is that true? That's not true. Prayer Garden's just messing with us. Thank you, Blazer. Or who was it that I want to say thank you to the super chat I just had. It was I saw it, but I got distracted. Oh, John Lane McFarland. Thank you so much. Prayer Garden said, I guess, that Cher bonded him out, but she's just joking because that's not true. Don't ever let anybody silence you. No, I won't. And hopefully we'll have some other people on this week with some more, information and their experience with Dawn and Candace. We're working on that, and I'm hoping it will happen. Why was he rearrested? Well, he's already back out. He got out 30 minutes after he was rearrested. It was for a violation of probation. But when I first started this, I immediately saw this and I just hurried and came on. So I didn't know that he was arrested again. Cassie says, "Hey girl, hey," to Jenna. Arrested. Lawson had nothing more important to do. Couldn't send in another officer. Not suspicious at all. It was weird. But actually it says that in this article, it doesn't say that Lawson arrested him. It just said Lawson showed up at the courtroom. Lawson entered the courtroom. Another officer placed Wells under arrest for the alleged violation of probation. So, but, I guess he probably just wants to see what's going on, like, with the father of, Summer Wells, I suppose. But, so I guess I can understand that. He needs to befriend police instead for his info about Summer. That's what he gets for doing a prank last month. Well, who bailed him out the other night? Well, I'm not sure, but Diana Warren is claims to be his cousin and says that she did. She's just somebody that comes in chat. But I don't know. That's total. That's what she says. But, a lot of people say there was a couple people that said they bailed him out. This Diana Warren, and then who else was in the chat? Oh, Tennessee Truth was saying they bonded him out. Whoever that is. Summer Rain, thank you so much. Is Doug really in here? If he is, hey, Doug. No, it's not at all. Like, people like trying to blame, Doug or Josh or Chris McDonough for Dawn's arrest. It's just more enablers who they absolutely refuse to, they don't, for some reason, they are just more enablers that want to find excuses for him. I'm sure Don knows. Don stated in his statement that it was a mistake. So he knows it was a mistake. Why can't his enablers also recognize that? Morning, Nona. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I think it's a certain snake who's making videos who's making videos? Are we speaking about Lizzie? Probably. Oh, thank you, Susie. She says she loves Doug and Josh, and you too, Ziggy. Thank you. Can you rant again? Well, it wouldn't be genuine. I can't like just on command. I have to actually feel the emotions. But first, when I came on, I thought that, Don was arrested again because this is what this article states. But actually, no, he was released 30 minutes after arrested on a violation of probation because I guess he was already on probation for that charge from last October. A neighbor, someone who claims to be Don's neighbor, and in chat states that, which they go by, I forgot their screen name, but their little circle is purple. And anyways, they're it's green something. No, I'm not single. Oh, geez. Anyways, he was released 30 minutes after arrested for his violation of probation. And this article says nothing about a bond or anything, but his neighbor, Green Apple, says that they're Don's neighbor, and they usually don't speak to Don, is what they said, but they were mad because they said every time somebody gets arrested for a violation of probation down there where they're from, you always do time. So he wanted to find out what was going on and why Don was released. And I guess, Green Apple, I suppose, actually, you said that Don is home right now, probably, because if you spoke to him. But anyways, he said that they're going to drop the violation of probation as long as he completes some things by February, his next court date in February. So I don't know how that worked, but I guess they just decided to be lenient on him since he's lost his daughter since, in the past year, since getting on probation for that last offense. And he has whatever. I don't know. They just decided to be lenient on him. I'm wondering if he was at home, but they left, says Green Apple. Okay. I'm wondering if they want him out because they could have held him. They absolutely could have held him on that violation. Anytime you violate your probation, they can put you in jail all up to your suspended sentence, which sounds like it was a year suspended. So anyways, so it sounds like to me they want him out for some reason, that it benefits them in some way for Don to be out. John McFarland says, hi, I was giving you props, but you missed it. The question was, do you never sleep? Like, way you go on the evidence and have no fear of critics. P.S. It's Lane as in Ian? Oh, so not an L, an I. Ian. Okay. John Ian McFarland. Okay. I do sleep. Actually, I slept for over 12 hours. And woke up at 5 something this morning. But I'm trying to my life right now has been all like Summer Wells, trying to figure out what happened. So I'll go live almost every day. Been trying to cut it back. I was doing like way too long, but lately I've been doing more like 4 or 5 hours lives. I think 3 hours is probably the perfect amount I would like to get down to. But anyways, then as soon as I get off lives, I have, a bunch of people texting and emailing me. So, and then I'll be on the phone for several hours a day trying to figure out things and set up guests and stuff. And I have people that email me information. So yeah, like lately my time is spent completely Summer Wells and trying to find out what happened. It's crazy. I had to take a break for a month and a half from school, because I'm going towards my bachelor's in business. I'm almost there, but starting the 8th, I'm being certified to be a certified recovery specialist. So from the 8th to the 12th, I won't be on here as much. But anyways, yeah, I need to organize much better. But the lab says, yeah, dude, we set Don up, bought him the alcohol, forced him to drink it, made him addicted to cigarettes, forced him into the car with the bottle of liquor. Then we pulled him over. Makes sense? Yeah, it makes total sense. But thank you so much, John Ian McFarlane. Yeah, I don't understand why people what they're mad at is that, Benny wants to be like, Don is never going over on Doug's again. Like, he was adamant about that. And he even mentioned that Don is never going to be on Ziggy's again. You cannot control somebody. Benny claims he made a, agreement with Don not to go on any other channels by his own, because I guess he wants to monopolize them and just have them for himself. I love that word that Prayer Garden came up with, monopolize. That is so true. No need for that. But anyways, that's what they're trying to do. And they're just mad that the same night that Benny makes this agreement, he appears on Doug's channel. And then while he's live, people are blowing up his phone trying to knock him off there. Probably Benny himself. But anyways, Joanne says, I'm sure he's being watched on his movements. He can't do anything in jail. I'm sure the police have their reasons. Exactly, Joanne. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name because I'll totally butcher it. But thank you so much. I agree. I think that has something to do. Thank you. Hey, Jude. What they're mad about is it happened live, not on their channel, right? Ziggy, I'm in Illinois, and I know they aren't taking everybody in jails because the jails are overstaffed due to COVID. It's basically catch and release for most non-violent criminals. Okay, yeah. A lot of people are mentioning that COVID is a reason. What did Beck say? Somebody said, yeah, is this like confirmed? Because I saw a picture of her just yesterday, and I'm shocked that she doesn't look like a troll. Thank you, Terry Berry. Benny's wife left him. I watched him live, and he confirmed it. Do you think he's just messing with us because that's what people want? It's like people want him to be bad things to happen to him because he just, does some stupid stuff. He could be totally messing with us. He was arrested for Dara. He was arrested again today. Yes, just for a violation of probation, but they released him. Nobody's going to bash you. I hate that people bash me just because I want to tell y'all, I'm not on drugs. I'm not Jody. No, don't keep your mouth shut. And I would love for you someday when you get the guts to come up here and tell me any, experience that you've had with, being his neighbor, or also Summer, the main thing, like what happened to Summer. Did you hear anything? Did you see anything weird happen that day? Did you see actually Jody Sue and Don and Candace actually searching for her? I would love to know. Yeah, it probably was just a formality, Melissa. I mean, but because he violated probation, so I don't know. PR bond. You can't twist in your mind any way you want, but Donald not coming out on here, our dogs and Candace's one not coming out on here at all until I popped up. So what? Who are you speaking to? I will say you coming out, Prayer Garden did pull out some other people. If it wasn't for you, Jenna wouldn't have came, and probably not, some others. So, but we can't say that Dawn wouldn't have came on here because, I wouldn't put that, we don't know for a fact with that, but you were the first one to speak on this channel as far as your experience. So, which upset some people and got some other people on. So for that, yeah, you do get that credit for sure. Benny said she texted him that she wants a divorce and won't take his calls. I don't blame her. Like, man, can you imagine? I mean, maybe he's much like cooler, like, because the one time I talked to him on the phone, he was so much way different. He was booked in and out on his own recognizance. Okay, that makes sense. Who said that? Sorry. Caslin. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you for having a channel. You don't have to choose sides. I am disabled. I get hurt by creators. Fighting and feeling I have to choose. Not fair. No, I know it's hard, isn't it, Cassie? And thank you so much. It is difficult because sometimes I do feel put in the middle. A little bit also. Like, I hate it. My feelings are my feelings. And, I'm not going to like choose sides between, like, for instance, I don't know. I'm not going to say it for instances. I'm just going to say I don't want to have to choose sides. Now, if I happen to resonate with a side and that's my opinion, that's because it's my opinion. It's not because I like that, the person on that side. It's just, that's how my opinion is, like I mentioned, when I found out about this whole call thing, and I'm just going to briefly touch on that, like with Tiffany Marie and Chase and stuff. Tiffany Marie, we're cool, we're cool and stuff. But I was upset about that call. I talked to Tiffany about it and stuff. But we're still cool. It's just, I can still like somebody, but not like some things that they've done. Just like you can still like me, even though you might not agree with certain things that I've said or done. But it does sometimes get difficult, like when creators, like, things happen with them and you're cool with both creators or, whatever. And you feel like you have to choose, and it sucks. I hate that. And we don't have to do that. Or let's say like me and somebody else has a falling out and it's, you don't have to ever choose. I don't want you guys to ever choose like which one you have to support. You can support both of us. I might be here talking crap about them, but you're welcome. Your opinion, you're welcome to express that. I'm not going to block you. And if that ever happens that you're blocked because you're by somebody, I'm not going to block you for liking that other person or whatever, which reminds me I need to check my block list and see who's, hardly ever, nobody's really blocked here. We have one channel right now, here, I'll show you guys my block list, like, just to prove that we don't block here. So I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this. Right here is like the mods up here. And then you go to the blocked list. And there's a couple more on here because I haven't than usual. But you'll see this is the block list. It's 3, 6, 9, 10 people. But actually 1, 2 are the same. And 1, 2, 3 are the same person. And I'm guessing, I also think Why the Lies and Ziggy's Good for Insomnia are also Janine. We have Luca blocked, and we have Vinny. And then this fake interview room. That's not really the interview room. That's a fake account. So yeah, that's it. We don't block here. Was she blocking? I unblocked everybody that was, well, okay, I can't say that we don't block here. That's not true. Well, not exactly true. They might be blocked for the rest of the stream, but I unblock them at the end. Like if they're, constantly like calling somebody names, me, it doesn't matter. You don't have to block. I don't want people blocked for calling me names or whatever or anything like that. But if it's somebody else like I have on panel, or if it's somebody just repeatedly harassing somebody in chat, then yeah, they'll probably be timed out. And then if it continues, then they'll probably be blocked for the rest of the stream from chatting. But no, I always try to unblock everybody. I try to remember to unblock everybody every stream. And usually when I have never had any, when I go back to my like back up, where the block list, it's never any more than just a few that are blocked that I've noticed, because the mods here know for the most part, what to block and stuff, or what to time out. I really try to, and the ones that have accidentally blocked somebody for, whatever, they've emailed me and told me that, I do talk to them if something like that happens. But like my mods are pretty awesome, and I try to keep up just to a few mods, because the more you have, like one of my mods said, mo mods, mo problems. It's very true. No, you can speak about creators. No, you definitely can speak about creators and your opinion on them. I mean, no like name calling or whatever, but yeah, no, you could speak on creators. I don't. Oh, thank you, Lenny. I mean, it matters, I guess, what you're saying about another creator. Is it like really horrible? Is it name calling and stuff? Just saying that your belief or opinion, no, you shouldn't be blocked or timed out for that. Yeah, there shouldn't be personal blocks. Like if there's a mod that has a vendetta against a certain creator and stuff, like I don't, that shouldn't be happening. I don't think it happens, but if it has before, it usually I hate having to ever. Anyways, most of my mods are awesome. Actually, all of them are. It's just some of them just have to learn, like the newer ones, like the ones that are creators, they don't understand, because on their channels, people get blocked very easily. And that's just not how I want things over here. You know what I mean? But that's how most channels are. And I'm just trying to do it differently, because that's just how I want it done, Well, you don't have to be here, AJ. But you're welcome to express your opinion with me completely without any issue or worry about being blocked. Hey, Courtney. Quick recap. Dawn was arrested for a probation violation and then released immediately after, released from jail, like 30 minutes after. This is, as you can see, with my circle, Ziggy True Crime. So this is partially a drama channel. I mean, I'm not gonna like be like some others and say, oh, this is not a drama channel, when it's clearly, you know, drama is spoken about. So, you know, if you don't, you know, just if you don't like that, then you might not want to be here, or at least just not watch on days where we do speak about drama, which is quite often, because that just comes along with it. It really does. You're welcome, Courtney. And yeah, it's crime / drama. It's just what happens with true crime. I mean, I was highly involved in as far as, not as a creator, I just started doing videos as of early September. But, you know, I was really involved in Chris Watts. That was a freaking drama fest, like real bad. And then even Cash Gurden was a lot of drama. All of them are. Any current cases have drama. Oh, who became a member? Oh, Little Bit. Thank you, Little Bit. Join our members only Discord. I like your little cute little mini Ninja Turtle in witch costume. It's hard to see the picture, but I can tell. Lean on Me is the biggest, trashiest POS ever. She is almost up there with Lizzie B. Savage. If you guys want to see like a real life witch, go to her channel. I'm not even joking. Like a witch in real life. And watch what she complains about being blocked or timed out. But what she about other channels, one was really freaking hilarious. It was Dawn B. She was complaining because she was blocked on Don Buchanan's channel, but she failed to mention, or he called her a crack whore or something like that, and she was complaining, making a video about it. But she failed to mention what she said beforehand. It's quite funny. Just like where she was complaining, she came over here and called me Miss Piggy and acted like made the biggest freaking deal because I singled her out and, you know, was just like, wow, you're like a kindergartner. Then she went under Benny's video and, made the biggest deal and said that I just like harassed her and won't leave her, you know, just like some crazy, just exaggerations. Because of my comment, because of her coming over here and saying, hi, Miss Piggy. And I was like, wow, do you not have any other, you sound like a kindergartner. Like, seriously, my 13-year-old is much more clever than that. Like, she will have you in tears crying. You don't even want Miss Piggy. So I called her out for about 30 seconds and she acted like I don't know. She failed to mention in her comment what she did for me to call her out. Toad Reading. I said there's an article of him peeping, so I addressed I'm crazy. What? You are crazy, but what? See, this is the type of people that are on that side. None of them can have education. They can't spell for anything. Lean on Me is right up Benny's ass, even though she tries to act like, I don't even know him. I'm not a supporter of him at all. But I just happen to be in every one of his live streams kissing his ass. And I also comment on a picture of Don Wells, Candace Wells, and Benny and say that those are my 3 favorite people in one picture. But I'm not at all a supporter of Benny. Like, really? Well, yeah, Lizzie can't spell because all of them are, well, see, now she admits it. She says, I love Benny Keys. There you go. But at first you said, oh, I don't even know him. I'm not like, or that Benny doesn't even know me, Benny doesn't even know who I am. Yeah, she had a picture. There was a picture of Dawn. You guys all know that picture of Dawn, Candace, and Benny together in Texas. And she's like, my 3 favorite people in one picture. She thinks they're freaking celebrities. Yeah, go over there. Isn't he live or is it Lizzie? Doesn't Lizzie have like probably 20 videos in the last 24 hours on my videos? Yeah, you love all people. Sure you do. Oh, thank you, Jude. Yeah, I try to be fair, and that I do. She would have been blocked in any other channel. Yeah, I guarantee it. I guarantee it, Hakuna. That's the type of lady this person is, and I use lady very loosely. This is the type of person she is. I guarantee she sends him money. I guarantee it. And not just like a little bit because of watching his channel and stuff. I guarantee she sends him like rent money, money for clothes, stuff like that. Money for cigarettes, money for his weed. Because that's how desperate of a person this is. Lizzie is not really sweet. I have to beg to differ. That girl is, wow. That girl is a horrible, horrible person. Money for his crack. Oh, he lives with his mama? Or wait, who said that? Man, it jumped right when I was going to say, he don't pay his mama's. So he lives on, I was wondering why that was a pretty decent house and he has a pretty decent car when he doesn't, I'm sure he's on some type of assistance because he's kind of crazy, but I need weed money, no lie. Hey, she's giving me a break. He does live with his mommy. Wow. Well, usually I wouldn't try to talk shit like that about somebody, but when you go on channels and that's all you do, that's all your channel's about is dogging people and just, doxing them and saying horrible, horrible things about them and, harassing. And I'm not just talking about Benny. I'm talking about like Lizzie, Be Savage too, just those type of people. Then you're going to have people talking shit about you, and you need to make sure your side of the street is clean before you talk shit about people, because they're going to pick on you about stuff like that. He's blame shifting to manipulate. Benny the Squeeze. Benny the Skis is her main squeeze. How can his wife? Yeah, how does his wife? That is a good question. How can his wife kick him out when he is at his mom's yesterday where they all live? That goes to show you he's talking shit. That's a good point, because if they live with his mom, then I'm guessing that maybe she left, but supposed to have an appointment today at 1, but that's supposed to be like online for this training I'm going to do, but I haven't got a link to it, so I don't know what's going on. See, today's the 1st, 31st, 30th, 29th. Friday would have been 29th. Hold on. My daughter's supposed to be, oh my gosh. She didn't freaking log into her class. Let me check what time's her next class. She has one at 12:30. She needs to log in. Well, now he's living with his mom and stepdad. Oh, so he's moved? His wife was leaving him because I don't think they've actually been together for a while. Many couples financially have to keep living with the other to survive. Yeah, that makes sense. Yes, I absolutely agree. Yes, I absolutely agree. I also find weed smoking more tolerable than drinking. I absolutely would much rather whoever I was with smoke weed than drink. That makes sense too. With a VOP, Don shouldn't even have a bond. I think so too. But oh, are you? That's so awesome. My training's 8th through the 12th. I was just asking that article I read over there, a post I read on, and then it cussed me out. And I made a video to shame him about it. Oh, I'm sure he probably doesn't even care. Seriously. I don't know who you're talking about, but I guess you're talking about Don B. But I'm pretty sure I saw the comment and you were talking shit to him. Ziggy only shows comments she agrees with in Super Chat. That is so not true because I just showed Leon Me right before this comment, and I don't agree with her ever. I get a lot of I respond to a lot of critical comments about me. Does a parent with a child in foster care temporarily pay child support? Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I guess so. Hey, Donna. Well, he was in his mom's garage yesterday. And his stepdad was trying to reach around him to get tools. The BK was just in the way. Really? Are you saying that BK has an online affair with someone? Is she a mod or something? I mean, it seems like male creators around here is getting a little bit more than friends. Yeah, probably Lizzie. She freaking went to Texas for vacation. Like, they got to pay child support. Hey, Katie B. Release on one's own recognizance. Yep. You're absolutely, I don't even understand why you can comment about mean people because you are absolutely a very mean person. I mean, who goes in somebody's chat and just addresses them by, Miss Piggy? If they're, what do you expect? I thought it was kind of funny though, because it was just such a juvenile comment, His stepdad better keep an eye on those tools. He's going to be trying to pawn them soon. Please do tell. I need some gossip today. Was encouraging ladies to send appropriate photos to Discord before all this happened. Oh, thank you, Cheryl Lewis. No statute of limitations. What's Prayer Garden talking about now? Just teasing you, Prayer Garden. My only defect is texting and grammar. Oh, I'm my ugly looks as you have said. I've said you have ugly looks. Okay. I don't remember saying something like that. I just said you are like a real life witch. I usually wouldn't go for somebody's looks, so I don't think I've said that, but okay. You definitely have ugly, horrible personality and attitude. Donald was told by a lawyer in Utah he cannot be pulled back there for anything. The statute of limitations have run up a few times on them essay charges. Donald plays games with y'all. He does play games, that's for sure, though. Show my face? Are you talking about me, or I've definitely been on you? All you have to do is go through my videos. I've been on camera many times. Thank you, Lindsay. You kind of came in at a bad time where it's a little bit drama right now, but Venice, you keep saying that over and over again. So why don't you go to a different chat if you have a problem with this channel? It doesn't make sense why you people do that. Just believes. Again, remember when you had 20 subs and were so excited to be monetized? You didn't even want mods. I'm so proud of you. Aw, thank you, Just Believe. Yeah, I didn't expect to ever get monetized. Miss Doodle Detective was nasty to me in Discord. I'd like to discuss it with you later. Okay. Well, you can message me privately. And I'll try to find out what's going on. Oh, thank you, Susie, to anyone. Yeah, I have my appointment in 30 minutes. I wanted to take a shower beforehand, but it's just virtual, so I guess I could take one afterwards. There's my notification. So I wonder if it's just going to be a call. I thought it was going to be Zoom, but I haven't got a... Just emailed her to find out what's going on, because... Oh, thank you, Summer Rain. Thank you so much. Hey, Maggie Angel. And the one who said that they felt like they were treated badly in the Discord, Frodo's, I think that there's a misunderstanding. Like, and I think that she thinks that you were somebody else, but I'd be willing to I'm sorry that in Ohio, probation violation is automatically 90 days. Yeah, usually it's like automatic. If it's a doctor appointment, they will call you. You don't have to do anything but wait. Well, it says it's going to be a quick chat regarding for collaboration for an impacted family support program. It's basically where they pay you to become certified and impact. Anyways, it just says it's going to be over Zoom or a call, but they didn't tell me which one. So I don't know. I don't know. What are you doing about Summer? We continually talk about her here every day. It's already been confirmed that Utah had no statute and it does apply to when these incidents allegedly took place. Find yourself a new boy toy. He will go to court on the VOP. Yeah. I know, right? Dawn gets arrested on probation. 4 minutes later, Dawn gets released on probation. We want Summer found. No, you can't, Lauren. You absolutely cannot. That's about the... Prayer Garden says Mary's cooking videos are sweet. Chips and meatloaf was genius. Yeah, that is. That sounds... I'm not even really... I don't really like meatloaf, but... Lauren H says, guys, you can find Summer without looking into people in her life. That's absolutely not true. I'm sorry, absolutely wrong. Don't you think when they investigators interview people and look into people that they look into people that are in her life or in the victim's life? They interview everybody surrounding the victim to try to figure out what happened. It's always the people, that are closely related to the victim. That's always how it happens. So I'm sorry that is absolutely wrong and not correct. Why did he even mention in court he started a YouTube channel? He skirted all around the question about him working. Well, I'm fixing my house and we started YouTube. Unless he's maybe gonna turn the YouTube channel into some income, some kind of stream income. I guess he is on probation. 40-something man has moved back in with his mommy, crying to all his followers, looking to hook up with skeezers and savage. That be a... Oh, oops, I'm sorry, Lauren. I'm sorry. She meant the opposite of that. Sorry, guys. Hey, we Scottish Ma. Does these people think Dawn, Candace, and Grandis are suspects? Yeah, for the most part. I'm going to call you names. Zigster Gaindo at Ziggy Town. Welcome to Crumma at Ziggyville. Hey, I like the ideas for maybe someday we'll have like some kind of another, one of the mods came up with getting Ziggy with it. I'm not a troll, however, I do hate you talking about a grieving family. It's wrong and karma will come back to you if they're found not guilty. You're going to say sorry? Yes, I would absolutely say sorry, and I've said it a million times. But yes, I would say sorry about, yeah, I would definitely. Every day for like several days, I would. But it's not really talking about it is talking about grieving family, but they're not really grieving. What areas have you seen what signs have you seen that they're grieving? Is it the prank calls? Is it the going on YouTube channels like drunk as hell. And, is it the hoax, like, blue tub thing that he puts a baby doll in, acting like it was summer? Is it that kind of stuff that makes you think that they're a grieving family? I mean, really? In what ways is his family grieving? They're not showing any signs of grieving. Candace only cries when it has something to do with Dawn. Or, and she thinks that he's talking to other women or whatever. That's when she cries. Or how about when she was on the live the other night, she starts crying because she felt like Jenna turned on her. She was crying about that, and then she used that opportunity to act like it was about Summer. Oh, when she was reminded about being already brokenhearted. Dawn had to remind her she was already brokenhearted before Jenna came along. We do have a lot of skeezy trolls in here this evening. It's okay. They're welcome to. Yeah, from guilt. And yes, I have seen Dawn have a couple tears, and that has made me feel like bad sometimes. Like I do, not me directly, just I do have felt sorry for him before we was talking, because he's really good at tricking people. I don't know. Like maybe one of them is just guilty. I really doubt, though, that one of them could be guilty and the other one not know. Oh, do you hear her? Yeah, right. Okay, sure. Don was told all his life to not show emotion, so you can't talk shit about that. Do you know anything about that? Is that a joke? When he said that, that was absolutely ridiculous. This is your daughter missing. I think people would freaking understand showing emotions about your daughter being gone. And actually, you need to take the cotton out of your ears and stick it in your mouth, because I guess you were not listening. I just said I've seen Dawn tear up before. But that's not that it doesn't mean that, maybe he feels bad. Maybe he does have some kind of shame and guilt. Right? I don't give a shit. There's a difference in not normally showing emotion and not showing emotion over your child. Yeah, he did say he wasn't pleading no more. They are. There was. Forget this horror show of Summer being gone. They are child abusers. Check message ASAP. Are you guys sure? All right, I'm saying you guys sure. I just got a text message that someone said in the chat that they released Dawn to Utah. I don't know this for fact. I mean, I don't know this at all, actually. Who was saying that? What about the neighbor, though, that just came in and said that they saw Dawn and now he's gone? Or that they said, I saw Dawn he was home just a little bit ago. People are saying it's not true. I know, right? I don't care who shows emotions, or I don't care who tells you not to show emotion. You can't stop the tears when they're real. He was not released to Utah. Oh yeah, look up the stages of the grieving process. Is this a? Oh my God. Stages. Their daughter's only been gone for 4.5 months. What's? They're not even to a stage where they wouldn't be showing emotion. That doesn't even make sense. Love is emotion is uncontrollable. Exactly. She is, if you're talking about who I think you're talking about, but he was arrested August 13th, 2021 in Utah. For what? I've never heard that before. I would have to, what's the, let's see, what's the county that, no, you're delusional if you think it's normal for parents not to freaking cry over their child. You're the one delusional, and that's why you and a few of you others are in the minority. Is Mary in the chat still? I think Mary would know. Ogden, Utah. That's what I thought. Oh, my gosh. Hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. I had to ask my daughter something. So I just got a message from Mary, and she says, sorry. She says, I keep hearing that everybody's saying Donnie did get arrested and he's being transferred back here to Utah. I just got a hold of our detective and left a message. I'm waiting for him to call me back. I will let you know if this is true or not. So Mary is contacting her investigator or her detective on the case. And she'll let us know if this is correct info. He was in court this morning, but I don't know. I don't know if this is, I doubt it's true, but we'll see. Yeah, I mean, it's not just the not grieving over their child, guys. It's like a bunch of things wrapped into one. It's not just them not crying because people do grieve differently. I understand that. But when there's other signs that it just does not match, like it's not normal. Yeah, he was arrested in court on probation violation, but he was released like soon after that. Thank you, Foggy Morn. Somebody said right under that. That's kind of a, I don't know. That's kind of a morbid theory, Slug Bunny, Seaside. They said Candace had her cremated and mixed into the drywall for revenge on Don for his unnatural affections. That's kind of, ugh. But once again, thank you so much, Foggy Morn. Sending love, Mary. Good luck with Cooking Channel. Yeah, you guys should all subscribe there to. Yeah, exactly, Prayer Garden. No one acts like Don and Candace unless they know the damn truth. Yeah, it doesn't, you guys. She's not bothered by that freaking video. Something that happened like almost 10 years ago or something. Let me see if they've emailed me back. So I have to get off here for this appointment, but if I hear from Mary, I will be back tonight, I think. Stage worklinger. Yeah, he was at his court this morning, but he was released right after. So they arrested him for a violation of probation this morning because I guess that charge from last year, but they released him like 30 minutes afterwards. But some people are saying that, I don't know, there's a rumor going around that supposedly Utah picked him up, and Mary's checking if this is correct info. I would just take that with a great assault right now. I doubt that that's true, but maybe, I don't know. I don't know if they feel so bad about the world attacking them because Jasmine, Sheriff Lawson went against everything that Don said in his recent interview on WJHL. Everything. They were like, that's not true about the drug. That's not true about other children missing. The Scream thing was unfounded. Every single thing they could, they went absolutely opposite of Don. Why would they do that if they know this man's innocent? Well, we think he was released. But some people are saying that he was taken to Utah, but Mary's checking on that to see if that's true, and she's going to let us know. But I do have to go for an appointment that's in 9 minutes. But if she finds out anything, especially if she finds out it is true, I will be back live. I have an appointment at 1, and then I have one at 3:30, but I'll come on between that if it ends up being true. Otherwise, I'll be on later tonight. I don't know exactly what time, to show some screenshots of a conversation between a past friend of Grandis. Their conversation. Grandis sure doesn't have much faith in old Donnie boy. She wished that he was in jail, actually. Oh, thank you, Lauren. Well, I've been following the case since the beginning, just like many here. Oh no, she's actually contacting the detective on her case. So she's not going to fall for anything. She's just see, what did somebody say? WJHL. I don't see any update with WJHL except he was arrested for what we already showed earlier. I'm not really seeing anything. I'm not seeing anything right now. That's not true at all. I've talked to come to do the transport. I've worked for DOC. Yeah, it would be Utah that came and got him. Yep. No matter how this case unfolds, Summer's disappearance is a consequence of her parents' lifestyle. So, yeah, more than likely. Don't tell you what is BS. James O'Neill. What is he talking about? Oh, yeah, it's definitely BS. The only time that I've only focused on the super chats was the one time I've had Donna on a couple times. But the one time people were asking him questions and I couldn't keep up. I had to just do mostly super chats, but I did, when I'd have a second, I would focus on other questions. Yeah, it's true. Thank you, Rebecca. I even acknowledged like negative comments. Thanks. Thank you, Spirit Seeker. Utah has no statute of limitations for sex crimes. General Utah Code, no limitations on historic SA charges. Yep. I have worked for the Department of Corrections in the infirmary. The state of Utah would have to come get Dawn from the state of Tennessee. That would not happen today. You think it wouldn't happen? You don't think it would happen today? I mean, it's Monday. Why wouldn't it happen today? Sorry, guys. I was reading a text. Anyways, guys. Yeah, I'm going to be late. Exactly. So, yeah, I will catch you guys later. Thank you so much for hanging out. If anything, like any updates from Mary, especially if it ends up being true, which I wouldn't go tell people that because I doubt it is. But if it ends up being true, I will definitely come on live before tonight. So I will see you guys soon.